Hello. It's so crazy right now you're American. You looking forward to visiting Iran? Looking forward to it? We're fucked, says Darkside. What do you mean by that? Do you mean chat is, or just everyone, or... Hello, Ashby. How's it going? When you poke a monkey in the eye, it doesn't know you're kidding. That's true. Thank you, Ben. I'm answering for my crimes by exposing you to a video that was recommended. Alright. If you would happen to die in the next few days, just know that you greatly enjoyed our company. Why? Excuse me. World War III, it's fine. The first two were fine. Nothing bad nothing bad happened. We've had two other ones, it was fine. It's no biggie. It's fine. Just go full Buddhist or whatever. Just don't care about earthly sensations and whatnot, and then nothing can really bother you. It's fine. Just don't fear death. Just don't fear pain. And then what does it matter? Just do what you can. Just do what you can. That's all you can do. Does follow equal endorsement? What, like on Twitter? I don't think so. It could... You could deduce whether someone follows someone because they like them or not, though, based on other things. Or you could obviously, if you follow 200 lolicon accounts, would that be suggestive? It would be suggestive of your persuasions, yes. I would suggest so. I don't think it's likely that... That doesn't happen, like, incidentally, and I don't think anyone's going, like, I fucking hate this, I'm gonna follow all of them. Yeah, okay. Bam. Alright. Vroom. If someone, like... If someone only eats pizza, man, I'm gonna assume they like pizza. Alright? I don't think that's unreasonable. This was suggested. It was uploaded 2 days ago. I wasn't aware that, well, I was going to say, I wasn't aware that Hobby Horse was a hobby. I presume it is. I don't know that it is. It could just be a pred who likes hobby horses. But, I mean, it's presumably going to be. Reading the description, today we're talking about Robert Robinson, the hobby horsing world's most infamous creep. I didn't know there was a world of hobby horsing. I had no idea. Is this a whaler reactee? I just saw the thumbnail and decided I needed to go for it. He's someone who, man... Like, if he shaved it off, it wouldn't get better, because he clearly has a horrendously distended skull, right? I looked at the transcript of the transposting of the card posting video. It's his it's formulaic, man. He's doing what he does in every other video where he's trying to bait. He needs to get that to the right person. Like, it's the video that isn't anything on its own. It needs to get in front of, like, Facebook conservatives. It needs to get in front of, like, old people who aren't familiar with the internet. I think he just needs to cut a third of his skull off. Like, how do you make that better? I don't think more hair makes it better. I don't think a comb over makes it better. Shaving isn't going to make it better. I've watched the video sensor. I know everything that's in it. Is the 4 minutes in, they're all pedophiles anyway bit?
Hobby horsing for the uninitiated is, it's...
I haven't watched this. I watched the CP video. CP meaning card posting, of course. Oh. Just trying to breathe. It's fine. It's fine.
Hobby horsing for the uninitiated is, it's what you're seeing right now.
It's not pre-watching, because I'm not going to watch it on stream.
If you were not aware of the existence of what you're seeing at this very moment, you're welcome, I suppose, or sorry, I guess.
I knew the things existed. I didn't know people were excited about it. I just thought it was a thing some kids have. It's one of those toys no one actually wants, but apparently they do, and adults want them.
I guess that's a matter of perspective. Yes, the art of sashaying around on a toy horse is in fact a massive phenomenon, one which has already been ridiculed ad nauseum by the YouTube community.
Please capture my heart, hobby horsing, pretty please.
Hobby horsing is all over my For You page.
It's a queen sleep.
Get out. I genuinely can't
What?
tell anymore if hobby horsers are pretending to ride horses or if they're pretending to be the horse. Like, which one is?
It's a combination. It's like a centaur. Only they know for sure, though. Could be centaur situation, could be riding a horse, could be the horse. An observer will never know because from the outside they're identical. It's kind of deep.
Laughingstock though the practice may be, it still has a sizable appeal among young girls. This largely due to the fact that real horses are one of the world's most expensive and luxurious pets. Many lower and income family girls are able to use hobby horsing as a...
And if you get one as someone who isn't wealthy, as I've seen many times, extremely time consuming if you don't have someone else to look after it, apparently.
A simulacrum of the equestrian competitive experience. Any community that is open to everyone.
Tim, can you wait for the local pedophile to show up before reacting to this? I didn't know you moved to the UK.
But predominantly contains young girls, is going to attract a few of a certain type of person. The type of person who, above all other interests, craves access to children. One such person is the subject of today's video, so get yourself a coffee, strap in, and welcome to...
Welcome to Cock.
What we do here is go.
Is what I heard. I recognize this track. iDubbbz Pilled. As one might expect from the title. I presume he has multiple content feds. Content fed doesn't... You need to come up with something else, I think. Content cop. Content cop has alliteration and internal assonance, right? Content fed, and fed, and fed. It has fed. Content fed, and fed. It has that, but it doesn't hit as well. Content coffee. Yeah, but now
Robert Robinson.
That bothers me to see because now you've got like a giant piece of fabric and fluff inundated with toilet water that you're gonna have to bring through your damn house.
Or as he goes,
not worth the shot. Oh God, I dropped the thing. Oh no, my damn mints. Okay, we're good.
goes online, Robert Robinson World Cruise is a prolific YouTuber, online creator, and blogger. He has a wide range of interests from, of course, hobby horsing to Star Trek to dungeon. He has a wide range of interests from, of course, hobby horsing.
Most of that image is not hobby horse. Most of that image is heads. Michael Jackson on the left. Matt Mercer's wife. Second from the right. And third from the right.
to Star Trek to Dungeons and Dragons. Now, unlike the last content fed I did, may it rest in peace, we're not really focused on trying to prove that this predator is a danger to children. That's very easy to prove after about 2 seconds of research. Rather, I'm focused on the alleged children that this person is actively pursuing right now.
Oh,
and
shit.
there are several. Allegedly. First, however, let's go over the rap sheet. So here we have the state of
We need to
Maine,
intervene
offender
and parry.
registry, Robert L. Robinson. Looks like we have 3 counts of possession of explicit material of a under 12, incarcerated for 2 years. Looks like there was a little more time for the other counts, but the others got suspended. Additionally, we have 3 counts of gross assault of someone.
Statute 17A MRSA. MRSA means something else for me.
Under the age of 14. Originally sentenced for 5 years, looks
Offense, gross sexual assault instead of pleasant.
like all but 6 months was suspended of that. Now, Robert's past offenses as well as his current behavior are things that the hobby horsing community has become aware of and have grown increasingly concerned about. Now, the Daily Mail did an article all about the hobby horsing community in which they reference him. This is from March of 2025. Last year, several young girls were targeted online, allegedly by a convicted offender. 5 American hobby horsers, 4 of which are minors, explained to dailymail.com that they frequently showcase their hobby horsing skills and faux horses they sell on the
Sorry, this is the quality reporting they're known for. Faux, spelled F-O-E. F-O-E. How is that happening? Is that dictation? Is that speech to text going on here?
internet under the close supervision of their parents. In 2024, the girls and their parents noticed an online creep who was stealing some of their videos, mostly 14-year-old Mackenzie Carlson.
The activity is mostly self-taught. How do you... What, you teach walking around while holding a stick?
And reposting them on his various social media platforms. Their mothers have claimed Mackenzie, who is from Michigan, started hobby horsing in 2020 and began posting YouTube videos about the sport. Kim, Mackenzie's mother, said the man would take her videos and share
Yes, they meant faux as in fake, F-A-U-X, yes. Because they're not... I don't know, were you guys under the impression that hobby horses were made from a real animal?
them with weird captions such as, "Look how cute she is." And as you're going to see in this video, Robert's behavior certainly has not let up since this article was written. In fact, another hobby horser by the name of Aaron reached out to me to let me know this situation was going on.
There was some creepy guy, and we knew nothing about him at the time. He was reposting videos of them like jumping with their stick horses or whatever onto YouTube Shorts. So I was like, oh, okay. So I go and I check this guy out because I'm like, this is very odd. Just the captions, it was creepy stuff it was just not appropriate for someone that
Okay.
age to be saying about that they don't know whatsoever. You know what I mean? It'd be different if it was like your kid. But it was stuff along the lines of like, look how cute she is. And
Oh, okay.
pretty girl jumps.
I was gonna say, okay, yeah, that does make sense. Saying about... When they talk about the inappropriate comments, I had one thing in mind, and then with the qualifier of like, oh, like it would be okay if it was your own kid, I started to think, what the fuck? And no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
To the hobby horse and stuff like that. I think he's deleted that account since. I tried looking up, I couldn't find it, which is for the better, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Wish I documented it back then. But anyways, and then it came to my attention throughout following his trail and finding all these additional accounts that there were other that were being victimized outside of my community. And that's where I really got, peeved off, as a mom. It was like, it was so disgusting, right? It makes me so angry.
I think it's time we delve a little bit deeper
I think it's time we just stop posting images of children on the internet. You never, fucking lynch this guy. But stop... For every guy like this who you catch, there are like 1 million pedophiles who don't post comments. They're still there. They're still jerking off to your kids.
into the online presence of Robert Robinson. As we're trying to build a case of him being a character who is ongoing in his predations, you will find pretty quickly that he is not shy about his motivations.
Anime God asks, what would you do if you were president?
It's always the last person you'd expect, isn't it? It's always... Fucking hell.
Well, first I would,
He's going to say lower the age of consent. I saw a comment. Top comment is, I would drop the age of consent. That's going to be what it is, right?
Legalize all drugs,
Okay.
and the only legal source would have to be
okay,
like
he's
a
not gonna do it.
government-run source, and
Fine.
any
Wrong guess.
like back personal dealing and growing and manufacturing would.
Remember the guy who sent pictures of his kids to Sarah Butts or something during Gamergate? That was... So, Sarah Butts was accused of being a pedo because of things they said about their young cousin or something. I only vaguely remember. So someone to defend them, was like, they're definitely not. I trust them so much. Look, I just sent them pictures of my kids. It was very, very strange. It was one of the absolute weirdest things I've ever seen, actually. Just because... Why would they want pictures of your kids? It's, I don't know, very strange.
Legal. And then I would drop the age of consent in all 50
there we
states,
go.
like down to like 13. And I would legalize all forms of pornography and stuff that is currently illegal. And then I would get rid of the woke agenda and eliminate anybody who disagreed with me. I would be a very...
That's it. He's based now. If you disagree with anything he said, you're a woke tard. Once again, I'm exposed as a libtard.
very, 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 very bad president, so don't vote for me, man.
Now, as mentioned before, Robert is a pretty prolific creator online. As one trying to build a case on this situation, this is a great thing for me, as his many writings offer a wide...
That is the most frozen pizza I have ever seen. That's incredible.
Trying to build a case on this situation, this is a great thing for me, as his many writings offer a wide window into his thoughts and motives.
Happy first... Best of me. Happy first contact day, everybody. Did you know? Teenage girl in a beautiful Easter dress gets her hair stroked. Car ramming of peace barrier. Me 129 years from now. What am I fucking...
Motivation.
Whose 12-year-old are you hanging out with now?
Which themselves paint a picture of a very fragmented, unwell, and...
Hi, I'm Robert. When I'm not rolling D20s or strategizing in The Sims, you can find me diving into classic horror flicks like The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Not familiar. Watching Star Trek or crafting stories fueled by imagination and caffeine. My favorite things. Ketchup on scrambled eggs. That is good. If it's like a tangier ketchup. Salsa's better. Fruit Loops. Libraries and long walks. Dungeons and Dragons storytelling. Star Trek marathons. Sims theories and pixel perfect builds.
Harrowing mind. Robert has a personal website which he's been maintaining since 1998. In here you will find links to YouTube videos, Instagram posts, 1998.
Sorry. Ad at the bottom, mailordergirls.com.
In here you will find links to YouTube videos, Instagram posts, blog posts, many of which I don't doubt I myself am the first reader. Long posts,
Robert at hangingout.net. Not finding anything. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and peep. Let's check out this email on Have I Been Pwned. 0 data breaches. We can't find any weird websites he's been on through that. Okay.
blog posts, many of which I don't doubt I myself am the first reader. Long, thought-out rambles into the nothingness of the internet, which, strangely at times, are surprisingly coherent and well-written. Among these, a short story, which, fuck it, I guess I'll go ahead and roll the dice on putting this on YouTube.
5 minutes. Let's go ahead and peep. 0 data breaches. We can't find any weird websites he's been on through that. Okay.
Among these, a short story, which, fuck it, I guess I'll go ahead and roll the dice on putting this on YouTube.
5 minutes.
Now, if we move on over
Fair
into
enough.
Robert's social media accounts, we will find that there are multiple girls, all of whom he interacts with in some concerning ways. But to understand those relationships, we first have to delve into another one, namely that of his accomplice, a grown woman by the name of May. She's a hairstylist, a Japanese immigrant, and Robert's girlfriend. That's right, boys. Even this fuck has a girlfriend,
No.
and you don't.
No, she
Or
isn't.
so we're supposed to believe.
Yes.
But the deeper we get into May, the more dubious that becomes. Let me explain. Now, on his website, he has a page dedicated to his girlfriend. Here we have a photo gallery. I'm noticing immediately Tom Cruise is in one of the
Oh,
pictures.
the husband.
Not sure how he plays into stuff. Might be like a love
You have commented on too many young girls' profiles, and now the FBI is coming, and we are homeless.
triangle situation. I don't know. She also has a business website, which he kindly links. So we have here Mayday Hair Salon by appointments only. May Robinson is a dedicated and hardworking hairstylist and owner of the Mayday Hair Salon. Originally from Japan, May immigrated to the United States in pursuit of her dreams in the beauty industry. She tragically lost a loved one in the devastating
12? What am I looking at here? Hang on. What are you showing me, buddy? Page not found. 12waterstreet.neocities.org/GFG. What is that? Can I get there? I can't. Interesting.
tsunami that hit Japan, a loss that deeply affected her. However, instead of letting grief consume her, May channeled her emotions into her work using hairstyling as a form
Channeled
of
her
therapy and
emotions
expression.
into cutting
To schedule an
bits off of
appointment,
people.
simply send us an email with a photo of your current hairstyle, and May Robinson will get back to you with personalized recommendations and availability of appointed
What
times.
the fuck? That's not normal.
They need haircut. Looking for recommendations, please let me know your advice and availability. Am also curious if you are single. I mean, why not, right?
Konnichiwa. My name is Rob.
Kanishiwasi.
My great maternal grandmother was Japanese. And then, she had sex with a white guy.
There's something very moist about the wall behind him, and it's displeasing. Yeah.
And gave birth to my grandfather. My maternal grandfather.
Yeah, gotcha.
My mom's father. So that makes me Japanese. I'm very proud. Very proud of that. Plus,
Is that just a singular spike on his wall? Why don't I have any pictures on my wall? Because I prefer to keep them around me. I stand on the shoulders of giants. I don't put them at head height because I'm not equal to them. So all my pictures stay on the floor, like these. It's not a sign of disrespect, it's to show that they came before me and they're holding me up.
I am dating a Japanese woman. So that makes me even more Japanese. Through proxy.
To be fair, I do have a bunch of like nails sticking out of the wall and they stab me sometimes, so...
Don't make me unsheath my katana.
Now, one thing the observant of you
It's just like me and Look Outside, except I will never unsheath that fucking katana. It's not happening.
will notice is that May's website bears a lot of the same design characteristics that Roberts does.
Only
Design
hands.
characteristics that are obviously reminiscent of the early internet. What's more, if we head over to her Instagram, the real-life photos
Looking-
quickly devolve into
Yeah, looking very real there, Robert. The most real girlfriend a man has ever had.
something a little less real life looking. Here we have the beautiful couple together. Now, the usage of AI itself is practically another character in this saga, like some sort of demon hiding in the background of
Is he on WPC's level? Is he willing to have a pregnant AI wife and then AI children?
this story. It seems to be so part of Robert's life that he's nearly fused with it. For instance, on Robert's social media, he has several pictures that he has generated of himself with very young girls. Now, I will try to be judicious in which of these I show.
Yeah.
Technically, they're not breaking any rules on social media, but they kind of feel like they should be.
What in the fuck?
Technically, they're not
This is one of the creepiest things I have ever fucking seen.
breaking any rules on social media, but they kind of
This is fucking mental. This is the hell vortex.
feel like they should be. We can gain some further insight if we compare May's Instagram to Robert's. Now, Robert's Instagram is a special journey. Drakester, believer, Swifty, husband, I make AI on commission, DM for price. His feed seems to follow a sort of social media stream of consciousness approach. A lot of it is him screenshotting private correspondence that he's had with other users, 4 different selfies in a row. He's really obsessed with this one girl from Fish
That's a whole emote pack.
Tank. He posts a lot of pictures of her. We got the classic Autism Breakfast of Champions. Of course, we got the hobby horsing steed. And
We haven't really gone into the hobby horsing, have we?
this really goes on quite extensely. Often you will get the same post 4 times in a row or 30 times in a row.
That's thematic, though. Infinite sadness. You post a lot of them. If he could, he would have made it an infinite loop, I'm sure.
Now, one thing that caught my eye is a mysterious short video of him purchasing a brush. Here we have some additional coverage of the brush with some Skittles. Now pop back over to May's profile and we have an AI-generated picture. Could very easily be sourced by a picture of the same brush we just looked at. I think by now we've all independently May's profile and we have an AI-generated picture. Could very easily be sourced by a picture of the same brush we just.
What do you mean by that? Easily be sourced by? I honestly don't know what he means. Does like you used it as reference? Said, "Hey Grok, turn my hand into an Asian woman's hand," or I wonder if he even generated this. Or if he just yoinked it from somewhere. Okay.
Just looked at. I think by now we've all independently deduced that May is not a real person. But the real question is, is May a figment of his insanity that he runs profiles for, or is he the deserved victim of a romance scam? Certainly May's internet presence bears all of the thumb.
I was thinking, is she a fabrication, or is she like not an entire fabrication? Is she based on someone he knows, like how WPC has his AI girlfriends that aren't just fabricated, they are based on a real person?
Prints of Robert himself. However, I wouldn't rule out the possibility that the truth could be a combination of the two. It is possible that he is undergoing a romance scam, but is taking on the responsibility of running his supposed Asian sweetheart's social media accounts for her. And there is some evidence to say that this could be the case. But to get to that, we have to get into some of the other young women that this person is interested in. Let me introduce you to Robert's Hall Pass. This is Pizza. Now, this is clearly a child dance influencer somewhere from Asia. I don't know who exactly she is, but it doesn't matter. She clearly...
Child dance influencer called Pizza?
He doesn't know that her footage is being ripped for this purpose. He seems to feel that he is in some sort of relationship with this child. Some like-minded freak comments on this particular video. Looks
like you got about 10 years before you can have this Looks like you got about 10 years before you can have this particular sushi. What in the fuck? She's 10, sent from my iPhone.
Like you got about 10 years before you can have this particular sushi. To which our boy responds, she's 10, sent from my iPhone. Now, Robert refers to this young girl as Pizza. That's his nickname for her, which
That's his. Okay, it's not, bro.
To anybody who's been on the internet for any amount of time, that may have rung off alarm bells for you right away. For me, it did, as the term cheese pizza online is a common euphemism for CP, which itself is an abbreviation of something Robert has been arrested for. On another dance video, which Robert posted, May comments, "She's adorable. Nice choice of hall pass." Now, personally, the concept of a hall pass has always been gross to me, but obviously this is a whole nother
little
level.
bit worse. Little bit worse when it's just a crumb. Really is like a high school hall pass. Fucking hell. Doesn't he look a bit like Hopper from Stranger Things? This is the real ending. The real Hopper ending.
May Robinson said,
what does hall pass mean? It's where you go, if you can cheat on me with one person, and you pick the person. Normally it's like celebrity hall pass. This man is role-playing his girlfriend giving him a hall pass and him picking a child. Yeah.
"She's adorable. Nice choice of hall pass." Yeah, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to have a hall pass. Multi-pass. Yeah. The only reason why you let me have a hall pass is because you knew that it was impossible for me to actually ever redeem the hall pass. So it's kind of pointless. And
how romantic. The girlfriend let him cheat because she knew the only person he'd cheat on her with is a child. Fucking Sly Boy, this is too much. This is too much.
Hall pass is Jude Law, like she would ever be within a country mile of Jude Law. I mean, she could probably get Jude Law if she met him, because my girlfriend is like super fucking hot.
You know who his mannerisms remind me of? He moves and talks a lot like Thought Slime.
But I mean, unless he falls out of the sky directly onto her.
Okay, so obvious delusion, right? But again, the question is he coming up with these things, or is someone pulling his strings? On a video that Robert posted...
Mention the missing front teeth. I can talk about missing front teeth. I've started watching Pluribus. And I was saying, I reckon the hive being super nice and being obsessed with the people being happy is just a defense mechanism, because when the people are angry, it fucks them up. It's defense mechanism. So anything short of you killing them all, they'll say okay to, right? I'd be tempted to be like, oh, you want me happy? Make it everyone on Earth pull out their front teeth. Pull out your front teeth right now. Or I'll get angry. Cut off one of your fingers. Everyone on Earth, cut off one of your fingers. Right now.
Of pizza eating ice cream, May comments, "Oh, how much did you send her?" He says, $59. That's all I can afford right now. You make her smile. She's so cute. On yet another video he posts of pizza, someone responds, "I would imagine May would be very upset by this kind of post." To which Robert says, "She's not." And now May chimes in, "I don't get upset about Robert spending money on girls besides me. She's adorable, and I am not jealous of her, LOL. So it seems as though there's some sort of arrangement where Robert is sending money to someone he believes that he has a romantic relationship with. And this is where things get a little sticky, because we now have to bring in 4 alleged...
Or it was overtaken with a 100% success rate until it met humans and it simply has no need for aggression. Yeah, but if it gets fucked up by them, by the non-subsumed people being angry, and that literally paralyzes all of them, it can't take an aggression approach. Right? Surely all you'd have to do is catch one of them, and then just every time they get up, rage out at them. Every time it gets up, rage out at it, starve the entire population. They're so vulnerable.
other victims. And the question is, are these real victims? Are they figments of Robert's insanity, or are they someone from another part of the world scamming him? The next girl in Robert's life is one who goes by the online alias Anime God. She is a frequent commenter on Robert's...
The name Pluribus already tells me it's some collectivist multicultural mind control. Could you please stop being so anti-American? Excuse me?
Channel, and one he messages back and forth with quite flirtatiously. Immediately, it looks like we're potentially getting back into romance scam territory, as all of the videos on Anime God's YouTube channel are seemingly taken from the same short clip of a young girl filming herself walking around. But this situation at least seems to have one foot set in reality, as...
Do you want another terrible, terrible, terrible comparison? You know, the actor who plays Vern in... Oh my god, I don't remember what the fucking show is called. Plays Vern in that prison show that also has Adebisi. Plays the music teacher in Whiplash. Oz, yeah, plays Vern in Oz, plays the music teacher in Whiplash. Doesn't this guy kind of look like him, but, like, with curly hair?
The two of them arranged to meet up in person.
He has the eyes, right? J.K. Simmons. Doesn't he have, like, J.K. Simmons eyes, at least?
In a short she posted to her channel, Anime God says, "I turn 18th on June 15th. Robert responds with hearts, and then LOL. Someone responds, "Brother, please wait till the 15th. Anime God says, "We are just friends." At this point in the story, Robert is planning a trip to New York to go see Anime God in person. Now, as it turns out, the police have been tracking him up to this point, for good reason, given his prior arrests. And apparently here, law enforcement actually stepped in.
So I was forced by...
Fucking hell, dude. Cover it up.
The...
We got Thought Slime versus J.K. Simmons here. That's what this video is to me.
State police to cancel my New York trip. They said that I was trying to Anime God into having sex with me. Tried explaining to them multiple times that we're just friends and that she'll be 18 by July, and they said that that was still. They said it was because...
Is this real, though?
...of talking to her before she turned 18, and they said that they can charge you with for talking to somebody under 21 because you could use the idea of buying alcohol or tobacco as a way to force someone to have sex with you when they don't want to. So I'm not going to New York now.
Now, I'm not sure if Robert simply waited for the ban on his leaving state to be over, or if he simply threw caution to the wind. But nonetheless, we've ended up in...
That sounds like a false reason, perhaps, for something that's real.
New York.
This is how you flex in New York right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna park my Cybertruck. Let's go in, get a burrito.
Are Cybertrucks even expensive? I'm not familiar with car prices.
Now, whether or not Robert and Anime God actually met up in New York and what they may have done together, if they did, remains a bit of an enigma. What we do have from this arc is many concerning New York activities. In a video titled "Little Ballerina in Times Square and Other Instagram..."
100 to 150K, okay, all right.
Influencers, we have Robert sneakily moving up behind a young child ballerina, filming her.
Not a crime outside of Maine, says my AI-generated girlfriend. What the fuck?
In yet another video titled "Ponytail in New York City," Robert clandestinely films a woman he's walking behind.
Clandestinely. They live among us, by the way. They live among us. There are more people like this than you'd like to realize.
Now, the focus of this video is the ponytail, which brings us to a element of Robert's personality, which I have to kind of dance around a couple buzzwords here on YouTube. But Robert himself is a big fan of hair. Now, don't get me wrong. As a lover of women, I like hair, okay? Okay, you could be the ugliest woman in the world, but if you throw on that Edna Mode bob, I'm gone. I'm lost. I'm yours forever. That's neither here nor there. Robert really likes hair, and he really likes doing things to hair. Okay, are we all on the same page?
You're almost as bad a degenerate, brother. I'm sorry.
I didn't know this was a thing, but, you know, this is the modern era. Everything that could be a thing is a thing. This, by the way, is the hidden symbolism behind the aforementioned hairbrush. As you can see in more of Robert's AI art listed here, the hairbrush is a nod to his perversion.
Hair jobs.
Robert apparently also is no stranger to the activity of sneaking up behind young girls to try to get videos of their hair.
Hair job? Do you, like, have strands on either side, wrap them up and tighten them, and then go... You'll start a fucking fire, brother. Be careful.
In 2019, we have an article of a Maine man by the name Robert Robinson, who was 35. Now, I'm sure this is our man, because if we divide 2019 by 35, we get 1984, which is Robert's birth year. In January 2018, police said they received...
He sounds with a violin bow. Real horsehair.
Complaints from several parents that Robinson was photographing girls in public. Police determined it was not a crime, but detectives spent months searching through Robert's other images and social media accounts. They determined some of the photos were graphic. Robertson was previously sentenced for assaulting a minor and is on the state's offender registry for life. The parents' complaints about Robinson prompted a law that now makes it illegal for a registered offender to photograph children without parents' permission. So
hold up. The without parents' permission part is insane. Wait, so if you... Yeah. You've got a kid. And you give a sex offender permission to photograph your kid. And that's, like, cool? I feel like that becomes its own problem. Surely.
So Robert, in fact, is a part of Maine state law history. Such a menace, they had to create new laws for him. On the Little Ballerina in Times Square video, someone comments filming another child, to which his wife dutifully chimes in to protect him, not a crime outside of Maine. Now, Robert is playing it very fast and loose when it comes to abiding by this law. The fucking Robert Robinson law, apparently. As he has now launched a body cam channel. Not a police body cam, his own body cam, which he wears when he's just walking around town. Now, he's done this because he has a pretty sharp disdain for the police.
Hey guys, it's Rob. So this is my body camera channel. I'm not using the body camera to film this. So basically the reason why I've been wearing a body camera is I've been having, for months and months and months, I've been having very negative interactions with the police.
Yeah. Very negative.
Pretty much. When I was homeless, there was a lot
very negative, yeah.
Bad interactions with that while I was trying to survive.
Why can't they just, focus on the positives? My framing is great. The lighting, immaculate.
They didn't like me using public bathrooms. They didn't like where I was.
Slyboy seems good. He does this well. He's, It's been pure torture the whole time, hasn't it? He's good at this.
Sleeping, even though they didn't know exactly where I was sleeping. That's what they didn't like. And now I live in Bangor. I just having a lot of issues with rude, unprofessional cops. And
I might be a pedophile, but at least I'm not rude. We got him. We got it for real. Another example. Many such cases.
Wholesale making things up, making claims that I am interacting with people I shouldn't be interacting with. In
what kind of people, Robert? What kind of people?
Public places. So it's about accountability for other people and accountability for myself, and I go out of my way to make sure that I cover up the lens when there's anyone under 18 around to the best of my ability.
I turn away from the mic to avoid photographing children.
I do it. There's been a couple times where I've walked around a corner and there's been somebody right there, but I'm not intentionally filming anybody.
Oops, I accidentally filmed a bunch of kids. Whoops.
He was a minor, even though technically it's legal.
It is illegal, Robert. It's illegal specifically for you, because of you. You literally changed the law of the entire state of Maine, all by yourself. Now, he uploads quite prolifically to this body cam thing. As of the day I'm recording this, you can see we have one day ago.
Body cam and doorbell cam. Robert Robinson body cam. Do I want to look this up? Go. Last video 2 weeks ago, taking out the trash with police car. Oh, it's 11 months ago. January 6th, 2025. Successfully left my apartment. He's armed. He's got a pistol and a child snatching rod.
Headphones and watch. Headphones and watch. Beep, 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 beep.
Is it really just going to be nothing? Lots of wiggling. I don't think there's anything good here. I don't know why there would be. Manic episode at Brewer Walmart. Okay. POV, you're infected with the rage virus? Okay. Three Musketeers bar. Haven't had one of those in decades. In decades. This is a pedophile with a body cam stalking the candy aisle at a at a Walmart, by the way. Just in case you didn't recognize that detail. Fortnite. We like Fortnite. He's lurking by the Roblox gift cards. Shop MAP is good. I like that one.
Photo pickup for Robinson.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
For Robert?
Yep.
You want to pay here or front?
Up here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is Robin Williams preparing for 1 hour photo. Gimbals are god tier. Gimbals are so good. If you want to film stuff with your phone, get the DJI gimbal. I steal it from Lucky Bee to use. Yeah, in the video we're watching. Slyboy's video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm pretty fucking safe in calling him a pedo because he's convicted of sexual assault of a minor. He's apparently influenced Maine law such that it's now illegal there for pedophiles to film children.
Have a good one.
Or photograph them, capture their likeness, I imagine, in any way. Oh, Christ. The man who is the reason a law about sex offenders photographing children exists has a body cam video of him picking up the photos he just got developed. Gotta be like a pedophile Xbox Chivo. Right, gotta check the children's cereal aisle. Okay, that's part 1 of 3. Let's skim part 2. Just more empty aisles. What's he using here? Is he photocopying something? Or just paying for something? Is this just a self-checkout? It's just a self-checkout. There we go. Ben, you are the most retarded chat member. Why are you saying that as we're literally watching him check out? He has no cart. How could he be shopping? You can simply pick items up with your hands, bro. If you don't have a visa, they just jump out of there. They just jump out of there and get you. Don't go past the ice counter, the ice container. Okay, so now he's out. What's he got? He's gonna wrap himself. Oh, does he say anything? Very strange. Bam. Oh. The duel. The duel between the pedo body cam and the security installation. Right. So turns out it's nothing. Turns out it's nothing. Mailing something. Is it photos? Crazy homeless woman. Trunk. Easter Bunny? Okay, let's look at a couple more. Pizza time? Of course. Getting a box from my mail. The goblinoid thumbnail.
Trying to figure out how to mute the video.
Fair enough. The beep when it starts. The beep when it starts. If a child tries to escape, that releases noxious gas. Looks like there's a lot of space for activities, although it could just be the angle of the lens making it look larger. I'm just, like, nothing's happening in these videos, but I feel like I'm going to click one and there's just going to be a corpse. Alright, he's going to have a friend.
Get your fucking cocksucking fucking video off me.
Oh. Kill him.
You don't have a right to privacy in public. If you don't want to be on it, keep walking.
I have a right to privacy in public.
No, you don't. The First Amendment says you do not have a right to privacy in public.
I don't think that detail is explicitly laid out in the First Amendment.
I'm doing this for my own personal safety because of crazy people like you coming up to people and assaulting them in public.
I think if someone killed this guy when he was filming, that people would just cheer and demand the footage be released.
Laws, lady. So I'm sorry you're having such a bad day. Please find Jesus.
Find Jesus, says the pedophile body cam man.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, but how would he respond if she was 80 years younger? At a Mickey D's. Oh, it's over for Box 94. It's over for Box 94. Robert has come out as a box fan. This is vanilla cappuccino all along, revealed.
Oh, thank God.
What is this curse? This is like when you get to the basement in Resident Evil 7. This reminds me of when I played VR Resident Evil 7. That shit's scary, by the way. PlayStation only, though, I think. Okay. Okay. You made it out. Oh. Don't sniff me and then go, That's it? Just an out and in? Weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. Video removed by YouTube. Video removed by YouTube. Here we go. Here we go. Video removed by YouTube. Going to Family Dollar. What the fuck is this? Looking for the trans person who threatened me online apartment. You might have more in common than you realize. There's no need to fight.
So,
oh,
my guess is that this tranny that threatened me, they live somewhere between here and there. I doubt that they live Bagel Central. See, that doesn't look commercial. That looks. See, that has signage coming.
Okay, just not. We'll watch one more and then we'll go back to Sly Boy's video.
So, yeah. To keep the aesthetic of this channel, I'm using the body camera to film this. I went and I did my 90-day paperwork, and I uploaded the video to this channel, and the video has been removed from the channel.
Okay.
They said that it violated YouTube's terms of service because somebody complained because of privacy, and then I re-uploaded it as unlisted, and now
no, he's just doing this. He probably should not be filming outside because it is illegal for him to capture the image of a child.
It won't post. So basically, the video is unable to be uploaded to YouTube. I still have it. It still exists. But it cannot be displayed on YouTube. So, the whole point of this channel really was to record those interactions every 90 days. So
what?
Basically what I'm just gonna keep doing is that every time I go, I'm still gonna record it, I'm still gonna upload it, and if it gets removed, it gets removed. So I'm
glad he updated us with this.
Uploading those interactions to I guess, BitChute, because I know it won't be deleted from there for me. But give you an update about that.
All right. Anyway, back to the video about this guy.
One day ago. Okay, so he uploaded 8 times in one day, and you can see he's been doing this for a while at this point. These videos are pretty mundane. It'll just be 30 minutes of him on a bus ride or walking down the street or going to McDonald's.
Surprise, change of scenery. I know it looks like I'm in a cave right now. This is the best we got. I'm just touching in from the future here to say that a recent development on the Body Cam channel is that a group of locals to Bangor, Maine have become aware of Robert and his crimes against humanity and have threatened to take certain actions to make people aware of that. So on the 13th, he uploaded a video to the Body Cam channel showing him trying to go in and start a police report about that situation.
Hi, is the guy who handles the sex offender stuff here?
I can check to see if he is. What's your name?
Robert Robinson.
Do you need to see him for anything particular?
I only really need to write a police statement. There's these people online who are planning to park a box truck outside of my apartment and display my offender stuff.
Yes.
And a bunch of other stuff. And I know that it falls under the First Amendment and
the dedicated sex offender guardian.
Stuff like
please.
That. But their rhetoric online is proving towards the fact that they're doing it to cause a violent reaction in the community.
So I can have just a regular police officer come talk to you?
Yeah.
Now, before anybody says anything, I had nothing to do with this, I swear. I know I have a bit of a similar history when it comes to making locals aware of certain people's activities.
Okay.
But I promise.
Gotcha.
I did not conspire with any of these locals. Now, I did contact the local police about him in regards to a completely unrelated matter, and that's what I'm about to get into in a minute. Insofar as it goes to his war with these other locals, this is about all the information I have at the moment. Going through Robert's Instagram account, I come across this story, which has a picture that he has posted seemingly from his own apartment. We see the street below, which I will blur because I don't want to get accused of doxing. And then what appears to be, that might be a Glock 19, perhaps? Maybe a 43X? I don't know. It's a little bit hard to gauge the dimensions. Now, this is important because Robert is a multi-offender for gross assault, which could, not guaranteed, but could very well mean that he is a felon.
He has the gun in other videos as well. In one of his earliest videos, he shows a gun.
And firearm ownership is a big no-no when you're a felon. So it took me about 8 minutes of messing around on Google Maps to triangulate exactly where this picture was taken from. And I think it's very likely that this is his apartment. So I forwarded all of this
he has a video in his apartment and shows the gun as well.
Information to the police. They said they were taking a look at it. You know, who knows? Haven't heard back yet, but it's not been too long since I did that, so we'll see what happens. Update, I did not hear back from them. That could mean that technically he is not a felon somehow. It could also mean the police don't give a fuck. Both equally likely options. Now, I know Robert opens this channel by saying the reason for it is his distrust of the police and also accountability for him. So he feels like maybe the police are going to try and do him dirty on something, and so he wants evidence of that. Then he also feels like, oh, I've been busted for photographing young girls in the past without their knowledge. You know what would help is if I just had a camera attached to myself at all times. So that I have proof.
If there's a kid, oops.
That I didn't do that, which is it's an interesting play. Now, maybe some of you have, for some reason,
I needed to use a body cam at the playground to prove I wasn't taking photographs of the kids. Okay, all right.
Some sterling concept of this man's purity of motivation in the back of your heads, but for me myself, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist. My suspicion would be that this is all an attempt at still doing exactly what he has been arrested for numerous times and what he has gone out of state to be able to do without getting arrested, which is photographing young girls without their knowledge. I want to bring things back to my previous 3 hypotheses about Robert's love life. 1, the girls are real. 2, they're figments of his insanity. Or 3, he's being romance scammed. As stated before, it's possible for multiple of these hypotheses to be true at once. Robert may be the victim of a romance scam with someone like May, for instance, while simultaneously creating his own fantasy characters, someone like an anime god, perhaps. Maybe
I need to see the evidence that he's being romance scammed. We haven't seen anything about that yet, have we?
Another romance scam, or they may be someone he's just cooked up himself. I think to anybody a little bit savvy in these matters, it's pretty obvious that a lot of this has romance scam written all over it. Notably, on his body cam channel, he has a video from about a month ago just titled Cat, and then the date, going through his DMs with some woman supposedly named Cat, and he's starting to catch on a little bit. He's reaching out to his audience saying, hey guys, I don't know, this one starting to feel a little bit fishy about.
Hold on. Let me go back. What's on the TV in the background? Does anyone know what that is on the TV? You're just watching a bunch of kids standing around? What is it?
Starting to feel a little bit fishy about.
I think someone is screwing with me, right? So this girl has been talking to me, right? And things aren't adding up. She said that she's flying to Maine, but the fucking the math didn't line up. Right? Like, she got here, she says she's in Maine now, but she got here way too quick. She said that she was leaving at 6. And then she said she landed at fucking at 12:30. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my
11,
god, he has to do it on his
12,
hands. He has to do it on his hands.
5, 6, 7 hours. It doesn't make sense.
Now, notably, if we pause on some of these messages, we gain an understanding that perhaps this person who is supposedly scamming him may be posing as someone underage, as there seems to be an importance of secrecy here. We see Robert writes,
Are you
also,
mad
if
at
it's
me?
raining, that's less people who will be outside who could possibly see us together. I'll wait until 2031 if I have to. That's just my life. So it's very clear that Robert is the victim of a few romance scams, but I wouldn't rule everything out just because of that. Because as we delve deeper into his
May is not real.
infatuations, we get closer
May is
and
not
closer
real.
to the local scene of Bangor, Maine, and the supposed relationships become more and more detailed. This is where I need to introduce you to 3 more identities, those of Amanda and Courtney, 3 girls who all regularly interact with Robert on social media. Amanda claims to be 18. Her picture is of a hobby horse implement. I don't know what the correct terminology is, but one of those things.
Is it not just a hobby horse?
Someone he met through that community. Again, we're looking at a community that is
Is the thing itself not the hobby horse?
primarily composed of underage girls. Courtney claims to be 18, also from Maine, and claims to be 16. Also from Maine. By the way, her name will either be bleeped out or I will refer to her as Child 1 at some points in this video, given that she is a child. Now I'm going to spend some time going over the evidence both for and against all 3 of these being actual people, but
Did I give up gaming? Yeah, I'm too old. My hands are too slow. I can't play Limbo the Lost anymore.
off the bat, it's important to note out that if we look at their profiles side by side, something matches up on all of them. Amanda, age, female, Maine. Courtney, age, female, Maine.
ASL.
Child 1, age, female, Maine. A bit of an odd formatting coincidence. Now, if we take a look at profile,
it's called ASL.
Is immediately,
which given Robert's internet stylings, he would be an AOL-oid. An AIM user, AOL Instant Messenger. He would be ASL-pilled. Okay.
Most sus. Her bio says, my account are AI-generated images based on myself. So this could be AI's interpretation of a real girl, but I don't know. What sort of 16-year-old girl has a social media presence that is entirely AI-generated? We see in one of these, she's got AI Robert is with her, holding hands. Looks like they're on some sort of date at the
fucking pedo AI on the open web, pedo AI.
mall. While this page is
we already saw some
entirely AI and mostly selfie style pictures, there were some that I considered to be reportable, so I went.
Is this guy going to mention ASL as the standard format when on AOL? Robert's old. He likes old internet
and
stuff.
Did that. Generally speaking, the worst of it is definitely in the vein of pushing the envelope. Unlike, however, when it comes to the two other girls, Courtney and Amanda, their profiles are set to private. However, we do see them popping up a lot in the comments on
AI-generated girl to scam pedos. I'm assuming it's just him.
Robert's page. We also have an instance of Robert himself posting an image of Amanda. This image, by contrast to some of the other characters we've looked at today, looks to be a real picture of a real human being. Or if it is AI, it's a far, far more convincing.
Pedos normally go the other way. Pedos, what they do is they take real images of kids and then they AI filter it to be anime, and then they get involved in like anime communities. And then they identify each other without outing their online pedo identities by recognizing that it's a popular real picture in pedo communities, but they've made it look like an anime picture using AI.
One. Now,
normally it's the other way. They don't do realistic stuff.
Here we have a picture of a young girl at a grocery store. The picture seems to have been taken clandestinely, and we have Amanda commenting, "LOL, you got me." Then a second comment, "Just don't masturbate to me." To which Robert replies, "Oops, too late." To which she says, "Doug, it's okay, ... However, given the fact that this picture was clearly taken without this girl's knowledge and in a public place, would lead me to believe it's strongly likely that this is not a person he knows at all, especially given Robert's established history of taking pictures of young girls without their knowledge in public. Now, as stated before, Robert's social media often borders on a stream of consciousness style, and it is not uncommon for him to just upload screenshots or videos of private correspondence to his public Instagram. Along these lines, we get a variety of group chats screenshotted, which Robert uploaded himself, involving all of these girls. So we see first here, Robert says, "May's hair is amazing, Amanda's hair is nice too, your hair is nice too," which is a pretty loaded statement given what we now know about Robert's sexual preferences. Amanda says, "Thank you. I know it's not as long as May, but I like it. I'm self-conscious about my hair," says Amanda says, "Why?" Says, "It's not as long as I wish it was.
Likes.
I wish my hair
was
as
likes?
Long as yours, Amanda."
Who are the
we
likes?
have Robert saying, "Well, I'd be willing to brush your hair too if you wanted it." Says, "Yes, I want that very badly." He says, "Okay, I'll brush your hair if May is okay with it." May says, "I'll allow it." Here we have another text chain. "Good morning, girls. Morning, cutie." Amanda says to May, "Hopefully you get that apartment." May says, "I looked at it online. Looks nice." Mind you, who is the one who claims to be 16, says, "Someplace we can hang out without adults, LOL." Robert says, "I love Amanda's folks, but that would be great." Amanda says it would be nice. Courtney says, "It's near my school, John Bapst." Now, John Bapst is a actual high school based out of Bangor, Maine. Amanda says, "Neat, that living room looks big enough for me to hobby horse in, LOL." Robert says that would be funny. Courtney says, "I could come over after school with Amanda." Robert says, "Lol, that would be awesome." It is possible that we have Robert here with 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 different accounts, one of which is his, the rest of which are different women's accounts he's all set up, and he is messaging himself back and forth from all these different points of view. Outrageous as that scenario sounds, I'm not even saying that sarcastically. That is possible. But again, If it's possible that any one of these individuals is a real-life human being, then we could be looking at a situation in which Robert is manufacturing social proof to make a certain underage girl feel safe. And even were it the case that not a single one of these individuals is a real-life human being who comes from the United States of America, he could still be using this to build social proof infrastructure to make a future victim feel safe. The fact that the local high school...
Look at all the kids he's around and hanging out with and just friends with. He's so safe. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. True.
Of this town in Maine is brought up in these communications shows where his mind is. Now, if we jump back over to Robert's blog, we find all three of these individuals, Courtney and Amanda, are brought up. Threads of serenity. The afternoon sun hung low in the sky, casting a warm golden glow through the large window of Robert's apartment. The light filtered through the sheer curtains, softening the edges of the world outside and bathing the living room in a quiet, dreamlike atmosphere. The plush blue carpet beneath him felt cool and comforting as he stretched out on the floor, his arms folded beneath his head. He had always found something peaceful about lying there, letting the weight of the day slip away. Stepped into the room, her bare feet sinking lightly into the thick carpet. Her long brunette hair cascaded past her waist, swaying gently as she moved. There was something effortless about the way she carried herself, graceful, unhurried. She paused a moment, watching Robert as he lay there, lost in thought. A small, knowing smile touched her lips before she lowered herself onto her hands and knees, crawling toward him with deliberate, measured movements. Now, it amounts to a technically non-graphic romance short story, but you kind of get the drift.
Boom, we're in the woods now. Yeah, I don't know why. We're in the woods now. Anyway, another...
He's gone from looking like J.K. Simmons to becoming Luigi Mangione.
Editor's note coming at you. Originally, there was a much longer period of the video dedicated to the...
Yeah, it cuts to this scene and Robert is dangling from one of those branches. So anyway, I think I've read a fucking enough, and I decided to do something about it.
Writings of Robert Robinson. Really all it is, though, at the end of the day, is we're getting into the same sort of territory of, like, Katie Cruz and her blog, and certain...
Katie Cruz, she's with all those fucking, yeah. That's a pedo who sells merch.
Fantasies that she had towards certain underage individuals. So it's not particularly edifying to read, and it doesn't really give us any new information. But suffice it to say, we have extensive literature written by Robert.
All those, like, fucking pedos I was talking about in the videos of mine that got taken down, Katie Cruz is in with all those groups. Yeah,
about his infatuation.
They're very, very fucking well networked, and it's a fucking problem. And they've become so well networked and so effective at spreading and pulling people in on out-of-the-way websites that they've been able to move their attention to networking on mainstream websites, finding other pedophiles, finding kids, without connecting their mainstream website identity to their, like, pedo alt social media places and stuff. And they're always developing methods of people are like, ooh, yeah, I know the tricks. I know they have the spiral and the map flag. That's all you need to know. No, they're sophisticated as fuck. Watch the fuck out. Don't post your kid online. Don't let your kids on social media. Holy fuck. It's a hellscape.
With Courtney, Amanda, and Child 1, and the three of them and their hair, and them all being involved in a variety of ways. Now, I realize throughout this video, I've cast a lot of doubt on whether or not any of those individuals may actually be real people. I think at the very least, though, they are inspired by real people, and he may have his...
The whole, like, bitty cat that, I forget the name. You know, the person who had the blue hair? The person who told me about Bitty Cat. That's actually like a Brazilian man. Or Cashimu. They are always like threatening each other. They're always like threatening to expose each other. And they'll like do it and then they'll delete it all and walk it back, and it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Tension on real people. I also think it's very possible in the case of someone like
Courtney or Amanda, who are now over 18, probably not when they first started interacting with Robert.
And then of course they have their mainstream account where they'll be like, when one of them gets a spotlight on them, and you're like, this is what this fucking person does. They're fucking famous for like doing voice actress recordings of guides to grooming children and stuff. Everyone around them will be like, oh, I had no idea. That stuff isn't on the mainstream sites. I don't look at any of their stuff anywhere else. I didn't know that existed. But that's the only reason they have any presence. It's fucked. It's so fucked.
There's at the very least a real person inspiring those accounts. Now, maybe he's also...
Bitty Cat, a.k.a. Piggy Cat. Yes, Piggy Cat. Stabbed to death with a steak knife. Yeah. Leaving behind only the faintest little scratch.
His own fantasies that have them involved on social media in the way he does in his short stories. But again, when it comes to the length of details he's writing about, when it comes to the lives of these girls, the fact that he mentions the high school in Bangor, Maine, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater when it comes to potential victims that could be at play here. And the beautiful thing about these videos is after they go out, often certain new details tend to shake loose from other people who may be involved. Maybe that'll be the case here, maybe not. But if there is even a morsel of truth to anything that Robert is espousing on social media, there will be people who were very hurt in this situation. And if this is what he's openly fomenting about online, who knows what he's done in the shadows.
True.
It's very hard to know who is real and who is fake in this situation. When it comes to or Child One, as I'm calling her, she certainly bears a lot of the thumbprint.
That's still burnt into your mind, Nicandros. Bitty Cat has pictures dressed up as like a baby, full body. It's worse than you. It's worse than you could ever imagine.
Details of a fake identity Robert might create. In another Instagram post on Robert's IG, he seems to imply that he himself is running Child One's account, where he says,
Did you know this wasn't in any of my videos? Or maybe it was. I don't remember. So you know, Bitty Cat and Bitty Cat's boyfriend Ruru, they stayed with a convicted child molester and were like recording lolicon roleplay with a convicted child molester. Did you know some folks found that the Ruru guy openly admitted to being a pedophile, and that they found like archived bits and pieces from their what was it called, Ludi Heaven or something, the Fediverse branch or whatever, however the Fediverse instance they were running, where it was just openly for pedophiles, and they were complaining that the pedophiles kept posting child pornography. That wasn't in any of my videos, because no fucking way am I going to try and look for what's on those websites. If you ever find like a freak on Clearweb or on that shit was on Clearweb, but if you find like a freak on Twitter and it goes in that direction of like pedo shit, my advice would be just like the second you see like links to Telegram and stuff, stop. The second you see like links to Telegram, you stop. If you've got enough to be like, this person is definitely doing something fucked, report them and just send the links and just be like, hello, I came across this person, I'm not looking anymore myself, here are the URLs and stuff. But do not be like, I need to confirm that this person's a pedophile, I'm going to click a fucking Telegram link from this pedo freak. Just don't.
Instagram removed 35 pieces of content from my Instagram that Child One and others paid me to make. Now, as I said before, I was one of the people who...
Don't click on any links. Indeed. Only follow them through mainstream websites.
Submitted reports on Child One's Instagram account.
Whatever your country's equivalent is, in the US, you'll want to use CMEC.
And I did get a confirmation that the images I reported were taken down. Now, it is possible that he's referring to photos of Child 1 that he posted on his own Instagram account, but I don't see a lot of pictures of her on that account.
Wait, boomer libtake? Don't click on a Telegram link from a pedophile? I'm confused. Wait, which?
Now, that could be because they were taken down, but another interpretation of this post is that he owns Child 1's Instagram account, which I think is entirely likely. But even if the account is his own fabrication, all of the AI pictures of this young girl are very clearly working off the same.
Only navigate mainstream websites. If you're following what someone who is like obviously a pedophile is doing, yeah, only look at their shit that's like on Twitter or YouTube or somewhere. Boomer lib, I'll stick with it.
Model. So it's entirely possible that Child 1 is a real girl whose identity has been pilfered by Robert for his own twisted purposes, which is also predatory. If it's some girl he knows in real life, that's even more concerning. Now, the deeper I've gotten into this, of course, it feels like we're left with more questions than answers. For now, I don't believe there's a whole lot more I can do. The one thing I can say with confidence is that this person absolutely will prey on a child the second they can get away with it, and they're actively seeking out ways to get away with it. And I am hoping that people surrounding him will be keeping an eye on him to prevent that from happening. If anything else important happens, I will let you know. Thanks for watching.
Turn channel notifications on. I don't really subscribe to people though. However, if you watch my stuff, you should absolutely activate the bell end or whatever the fuck. Does it even matter? Does it even really do anything? Like for real? Does it? Horrors on LinkedIn. How the internet caught a cannibal. I had a dream, I made this video.
Our skin is naturally green and vinyl-like.
Good Lord, he's buck naked.
So are you.
Yeah, but I'm cute and marketable.
It's this corner of the internet. To follow that up, I was recommended a video called Yes Officer, I Am a Pedophile by Nathan Lyle Official. It was uploaded 12 years ago. It's uploaded 12 years ago. I don't know what this is going to be. People like this video, so I presume it's not going to be anything fucked up.
Hi there. For those of you who know me, you'll realize that I'm a big kid at heart. There's a certain part of my psyche that never really grew up. I mean, I still love Bionicle. I still play with Transformers all the time.
Fair enough.
Where did it go? I have this ball. It lights up. I have no idea where the fuck this came from. I mean, I have way too many stuffed animals that are more than a 22-year-old should have.
Is it gonna be is the gag gonna be I'm a child at heart and I masturbate?
You know, I have a lot of toys. I love playing with them. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, well, sometimes people ask stupid questions. And it's just, I find it hilarious anytime that, because I was thinking back on an incident that happened a few years ago when I was 19. I was doing some traveling. And
he fucks with stuff when he talks more than I do.
And, you know, I went through the state of Arizona. I had a suitcase full of toys. Like all these cars. I have way too many of these things. Anyways.
Hot Wheels? I have a sack of them.
The cops pulled us over because, you know, it's Arizona. They had all those immigration laws and stuff. And apparently, everybody's an immigrant. I mean, literally everybody in the planet in Arizona is an immigrant.
Everybody transgender. Everybody migratory.
If you're not white, you're an immigrant. And if you are white, you still might be an immigrant. At least in Arizona. Anyways, they pull me up. So I get taken off to the side, and they're looking through my stuff, and they open this bag. It's full of toys, and they're looking at me all funny, like, "Are you a pedophile?" And honestly, that just kind of makes me laugh.
Does that work? Can you just ask?
Because whether it's true or not, no one would ever say yes to that question. So
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. It's going to have a very low success rate, but you might be surprised.
So there's really no point in asking it. I mean, it's just kind of funny. Like, I have trouble not laughing when I hear that because, and even then, for people who know me personally, I mean, when it comes to my real life, I have trouble with sarcasm sometimes. And when people ask me,
Nathan, no. Nathan! Oh, no.
What I feel to be a stupid question, I have trouble not giving them a very stupid answer. And when that happened, obviously, because I was still a teenager then, my mouth was way too big, and I was this close to saying something really stupid and getting myself sent to jail. Because they were like, "Are you a pedophile?" And the first thought in my mind was to just smile at them and be like, "Yes, officer, I am a pedophile. Please arrest me before I touch some more innocent children." And that would have gotten me in
That's pretty funny.
so much
It's
trouble.
a funny idea.
I mean, because I doubt that police like or appreciate sarcasm, even though I'm pretty sure they very much understand it. They still would have hauled me away anyways just for being a jackass. But they kind of deserve it. I mean, you ask a stupid question, I'm going to give you a very sarcastic answer most of the time. Either that or I'm just going to walk away because you're an idiot who's just not worth my time. One of the two. But I rarely give an honest answer when somebody asks me a very stupid question. Like the other day, I was at work at the restaurant that I work at, washing dishes. I was training a new guy, and he was all, "Do I put this one on the shelf too?" And I'm like, "No, you just drop it in the middle of the fucking floor, alright? Just leave it right there in the middle of the floor. Someone will come grab it later. No, don't worry about it. Just drop it right there. Just leave it there on the floor." Anyways, yeah, I just felt like talking about that. A lot of stupid people ask a lot of stupid questions.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. This guy's still active to today, by the way. Alright. M2M. Better endings? What is M2M? 2025 Wrestling Awards. R&R Addressing the Elephant. LTMT. Is it always gonna hurt? Opinions on Power Rangers Beast Morphers. That's pretty fucking sick. 2025 wrap-up. Okay. Obsessed, not addicted. The October update. He fucking looks like Cobes. He looks like AI turned Cobes black in the October update. That's freaking me out. Marvel Mukbang. Letter to my therapist. Toys. Sorry for making that noise. I know it's insanely annoying. You're going to be alright. Let's 2025 wrap up. Let's see what his year was like. We've seen one video of him from 12 years ago when he thought of saying something funny to the police but knew better than to actually say it. What did he do in 2025?
Greetings and welcome to Nathan Lyle Official. If you've never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Lyle. This is my personal channel where I do vlogs, reviews, and anything else that happens to catch my fancy. And today I'm just kind of...
He's published an autobiography.
Wrap up, I guess, for the year. Got one video coming left. It's already recorded. I just need to do some editing. I can probably get that done tomorrow. It's another letters to my therapist. Just wanted to say, I guess, thank you for all of the people who have supported me throughout this year. I got some new subscribers, so, I'm glad you're along for the ride. Hope you enjoyed it. And as for next year, I don't have any solid plans. I'm going to try to see if I can make it like an official goal to do like one video a month. I don't know that I'll actually be able to do it, but just it's something.
Just talk for 5 minutes and upload it.
Also,
that's all you care about.
Because one of my goals for last year was to be more social, and I did that. I joined Meetup, and according to the Meetup website,
this guy isn't it. He's not it. He's nothing. Doesn't have the spark about him. Very short rants and rambles. Really? Really? Or is this going to be you talking about what you wanted to do in the video?
Greetings and welcome to Nathan Nile Official. This is my greetings and welcome to Nathan Nile Official. My name is Nathan Nile. This is my personal channel where I do vlogs, reviews, and anything else that happens to catch my fancy. And today, if the lighting gets weird, because like it's raining outside, which is not why I'm wet. I'm wet because I came in and rinsed off. It's my only day off. I had 7 straight days off, and I had to do laundry, and then went to pick up.
Yeah, no good. No good. What's this?
Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome to Heal with Sam. This channel is for mothers who are no longer parenting their child. The reason isn't so important here. Healing is...
Okay, this is just sad as fuck. Holy shit. I look at the beginning of a CPS case for parents. The beginning of your CPS case. Support for moms and ambiguous loss. What is ambiguous grief? Thumbnail, we are not bad moms. Then my CPS story. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What is this?
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm here today to share my CPS story. And this is a little different.
I used to have that exact room divider. If you've seen old streams where I had a black background, I'm pretty sure I had that exact room divider behind me. Not that exact one, that exact model.
Me, and I think you might get a lot out of it, so please press that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribed. First, let me say I've shared my story for the past 3 years on TikTok. I have transitioned over here to YouTube, and in doing so, which has been about a month now, I have done a lot of self-reflecting because I'm able to literally actually see my transformation. Last week, I watched the very first video I ever made, ever posted. It was the first time I ever spoke what I was going through. And that was February 2023 was when I first overcame the fear.
Yeah, like and subscribe right now before I tell you about my encounter with CPS.
And stepped out of my comfort zone to share my CPS story. And actually, I remember what it was that pushed me over the edge finally to do it, to be vulnerable, to step out of my comfort zone. Because God had placed it on my heart 6 months previously to share my story, but I was scared. And the line that I heard that was the final green light for me was actually by a content creator named Jessica Kent. And when I heard her say, everything you want is on the other side of fear. I probably have heard that before, but for whatever reason that day, that clicked in my head, and I grabbed my phone. I could see what my camera was, and I pressed record and started talking. And then you got to go through the whole push the button.
We're taking a long time to get into the details of whatever the CPS case was.
Fears, but I first did all that February 2023. And so coming to YouTube, I feel like I need to share my story. That makes sense, sharing my CPS story. But it has felt weird to me because I'm not the person I was when I shared my story on TikTok.
2 years ago? At your age, you became a different person over the course of 2 years.
When I share my story on that platform,
that's a concerning development if true.
Newly traumatized. newly traumatized.
Love wins, child welfare. Newly traumatized,
from CPS
deluxe.
and the termination of my parental rights. I'm newly grieving the fact that I'm never going to see my kids again. That I will never be a part of their childhood. That I don't get to raise them.
Don't post your fucking kids online.
When I share and have shared the past 3 years, you know, it was from a place of such pain and trauma. And I kept pushing.
Yo, check out these kids I don't have access to anymore. For some reason that I'm gonna take a real long time to get into. What did she do? We don't know yet. She's not talking about it.
I kept moving, you know. I kept waking up every day with a positive attitude. I stayed committed to my healing journey. I knew the importance of self-care.
Journey.
I do walk with God and have a relationship with God. I do want to be a better person for my children, even though I don't get to raise them. So all of those things kept me moving forward. And so as I, you know, am here now currently, new to YouTube, and I am going to share my story with you, but I felt like I owed my audience here that traumatized, sorrow-filled person that I used to be, you know?
Okay.
If you've had your children removed or rights taken, you know that place that I'm talking about.
Remove child.
And if you're a mother who hasn't dealt with CPS or the removal of your children for whatever reason, this community, the reason why your kids are not with you isn't important. What's important in this community is that mothers are not with you isn't important. For whatever reason, this community, the reason why your kids are not with you isn't important.
Okay.
What's important in this community is that mothers are healing, because it's possible.
Doesn't matter why your children were taken away from you. What matters is that you're healing.
And because you definitely deserve it. So, and all
interesting setup for a community. Sounds like a really good way. Like I was speaking about before, sounds like an amazing way to network a certain kind of person.
That and the self-reflection, it's been rewarding to see my growth, and it's been rewarding to see my growth.
It's been rewarding to see my growth. She had her kids taken away and decided to adopt herself.
And I hope that my journey can become a spark of hope or an inspiration to any mother who might be.
God, the spark of hope. I lost my kids, but at least I too can have 32 subscribers and be a fucking freak on YouTube.
Grieving and trying to heal from ambiguous loss. It's been a very...
ambiguous loss. Will ambiguous grief, ambiguous loss, is that the term for, like, this is what we call it, we do not talk about why we don't have our kids? Is that what it... We'll find out.
Very heavy, overwhelming experience. But I've learned a lot along the way. And I am a better person. I'm a stronger woman. I'm a wiser soul.
Fucking hell.
So I'm glad you're here. If you haven't pressed the like button, please do so. It gets my channel out to the world, and I don't want one single mother in this world in isolation, grieving alone, suffering, thinking healing's not possible. I want every mother to know who is grieving because someone else is raising her child for whatever reason. I want every mother to know that healing is possible.
Limitless, yes.
That was the intro? And then this...
I had never had any interactions with CPS, any experience. I was never part of the system or knew anyone who ever was. So when an investigator started knocking on my...
This was a YouTube recommended, by the way. This was not recommended by a viewer. This was just in the sidebar and I fucking clicked it.
door 16 times in a 6-month period. This was all new to me. I was like most people, oh, come on in, I have nothing to hide. That never backfired. Each investigation was closed and no services needed. Well, about the 5th time I asked the investigator, isn't this harassment? I think I asked the 6th time they came out and no one ever helped me. My ex knew that if he kept calling, I would get flagged as high risk. And he was hoping that if he kept calling, that I'd eventually get jammed up. CPS removes children unlawfully every day in every county. And they can twist something innocent, like if your uncle's over or aunt, but they went to prison 15 years ago. Oh, they're a felon.
What kind of felon? What kind of felon?
They shouldn't be around children.
What kind of felon? Did they rob a bank or something? Or did they fuck a kid? What?
That's a violation. Will unlawfully remove your children. I mean,
Safety
CPS does this all the time. And he knew that. Well, my removal was our 2nd day at the homeless shelter.
Is it possible your ex doesn't like their children being around your felon uncle?
Now, I chose to go to this family-centered homeless shelter. I didn't go there out of desperation. I went there for resources. Under my circumstances, I was doing what was best for my children. I needed a daycare assistance, housing assistance, and help finding a job. I have a college degree. I have no problem working. I just left my abusive ex and needed to get on my feet. CPS saw a vulnerable mother and used that against her. They never offered me assistance. They never offered me any kind of support to prevent removal. They barged in the 2nd day at the shelter and removed my 3-year-old and 18-month-old from my arms. And they had removed my 1st grader and my kindergartner from their elementary school that day.
To be clear, I'm not 100% if the, uncle with a felony from 15 years ago story is actually about her or if she was giving a hypothetical. She didn't make that 100 clear.
That was my first night without my children and my children's first night without me since they were born. I figured everything would be cleared up the next day in court. This had to be a big misunderstanding, and that was inaccurate. What CPS does in every case is they create a false narrative. So when I went to court the next day, what CPS does in every case is they create a false narrative.
Isn't that again?
Inaccurate. What CPS does in every case is they create a false narrative. So
CPS has never, ever correctly identified abuse that would justify the removal of children? Okay.
When I went to court the next day, the CPS attorney described to the judge a mother. It wasn't me, but she told the judge it was. In the CPS courtroom, no evidence is required, so that's the story that stuck. I got labeled a bad mom. They placed my children with my abusive ex.
Hold up, Sam. What was the story?
And gave me a case plan. They closed my case 7 months in, which I now know is unlawful and against policy. But this time in my life, I didn't know my rights. I didn't speak up for myself. I was very naive. At 7 months, it ended with me having no rights except for supervised visitation once a week. But then Dad's new girlfriend said twice a week, so that's what we went with. I never understood that either. The system failed me and my children.
Sploosh, correction, twice a month, bi-weekly.
A parent's life literally becomes a living nightmare. And best interest of the child, that term gets thrown around a lot by CPS and the social workers. Where I live, it's Family First Network, and in the dependency court. Love that term, but I promise you with everything inside of me that the child welfare system and their corrupt courts do not give a shit about the best interest of the child.
I promise you with everything inside of me.
So I completed everything in my case plan except for acquiring my own housing. That took me over 2 years to do. So my children are with my abusive ex for over 2 years, almost 3 years.
What was that plural?
My abusive ex for over 2 years, almost 3 years. I strongly feel that if a parent shows up to every court hearing and every visitation, that termination of parental rights should be taken off the table, not even an option. I do not think adoption is a solution to parenting. Well, like I said, it was almost 3 years until I officially completed my case plan because it took me that long to get my own place. I finally achieved independence. I had always been dependent on a man, which is where I failed my children. So the same month that I finished my case plan, my ex committed a series of serious felonies and went on the run, abandoning our children. And DCF came in, scooped my children up, and put them in foster care.
All right.
I was at the court hearing the next day to let the court know I wanted my children. I felt I was what was best. I have my case plan that I had just completed. But once again, my voice was not heard. Once again, CPS treated me like garbage. And then they opened up a case on me. I didn't abandon the children. It didn't matter. He was gone. I was the only one to point a finger at. They opened up a case on me, and then 4 months later served me with petition of termination of parental rights. The entire time, it felt like everyone was against me. The entire time, it felt like the decision to not reunify my family was already made. I'll never know. From the very beginning, I could sense that there was something wrong with this agency. Things weren't right. But I didn't make a big deal about it because I had a court-appointed attorney.
Right.
Well, I didn't know until it was too late that my court-appointed attorney was not on my side.
What?
My court-appointed attorney didn't submit evidence, didn't notify me of my rights, didn't fight for me, didn't call.
You sound a bit unintelligent. I have a feeling you might be misunderstanding things.
Didn't do anything. Well, I take that back. What my attorney did do was the morning of my termination of parental rights trial, we're in court. Everyone states their name, and my attorney calls for a recess. Takes me into the hallway and coerces me under extreme duress in that hallway for 30 minutes to surrender my rights. Told me if I loved my children, I would do it.
Right.
Told me she didn't have a closing argument. I was under duress. I was coerced. Giving up on my children not one single time ever crossed my mind.
Sounds very
The hallway
strange.
was spinning. I didn't see any choice. She didn't present any other choices to me. It was a horrible, horrible experience situation. And I walked in the courtroom and nodded my head to the garbage coming out of her mouth. So.
Which was what?
My rights were terminated.
What were you nodding your head to exactly?
August 2022.
Everything was spinning. Elephants were coming through the windows. They cast some sort of magic on me. Said something about drugs.
So who I used to be a mom. I went to college.
That's a big
my
fucking
degree
pen.
was in psychology, and so my bachelor's is in psychology. I went back and did graduate work for elementary ed, but my desire, I felt my purpose in life was to be a mother. And so at the time when CPS got involved, I was parenting my 4 children with my fiance.
Here we go.
And he was abusive. And my fiance, I was parenting my 4 children with my fiance, and he was abusive. And I finally called the police, 911, one night, and that was my way of saying no more. The police had been involved before, but I was never the one that called 911. I know the neighbors did, and my dad did one time.
Okay.
I was a good person. I was very quiet. Very sheltered, lived a sheltered life. I'm the only child, only grandchild. Just a very family-oriented person. Never had been in trouble with the law, and was content, fulfilled, being a stay-at-home mom. Some days were harder, but I just would reach out to friends who had children and were at home, or my parents, or we'd go to the park, and I'm social. I like meeting new people, and so my partner, my ex, he was rarely there for me. He would go to work and then come home and change and then go out with his friends, which used to make me crazy. But that was the dynamics of our relationship that I was very unhappy in. When I left him, it was the scariest thing to this day ever done. I was terrified. But I knew I was doing the right thing. Our oldest child had just started kindergarten, and that was my wake-up call. That the abuse had to stop, that my children didn't deserve to be raised in that kind of environment, and that even though I've always been a good mom, I would be an even better mom if I didn't have the strain and chaos from my toxic, abusive relationship. So that's who I was. Now, today, I'm very proud to say that you will never catch me in an abusive relationship. No man will ever put his hands on me again.
Okay. Good. Good.
I have been homeless since leaving him. That's a real eye-opener. I've seen a lot of things that, I never experienced in my sheltered life. And I've seen a lot of bad things, but I always look for the good in the bad. And so I learned a lot of...
So, spoiler, she adds more details in the description, and I was waiting for them to show up in the video, but they're not yet.
Lessons, and I'm definitely stronger and wiser.
The description has something much more detailed.
So, the next question, well, the main question is usually, why did CPS get
about a specific problem
involved?
Okay. 17 minutes, 19 seconds.
Next question, well, the main question is usually, why did CPS get involved?
17 minutes, 20 seconds in.
CPS got involved because my ex started a spite case with false allegations to use our children as weapons to hurt me. He called CPS abuse hotline 16 times in a 6-month period. And every time an investigator would come out, talk with me and the children, come in the home, close the investigation, allegations unsupported, no services needed. And then the 16th time...
16th times the charm.
Was different. So I'll share with you that story.
In the description, you can read about the removal. Why in the fuck wouldn't you
So that
just
is an
say
overview
it?
of my CPS
What
story.
the fuck?
How did it change me? I wrote something and I want to share it with you.
Oh, God.
Going through what I went through, it broke every illusion I ever had. It forced me to grow in ways I never asked for.
I've had enough. Let's read the description. Describing the removal. Children and I were living with family, and investigators came saying my 3-year-old teeth are so rotten and in pain and couldn't eat. Okay, investigator came and clearly saw all allegations false. Cases don't automatically close, it takes a couple of weeks. I was told if move, let CPS know. When we got to family-centered homeless shelter with resources for me, I entered shelter a brave, strong mom doing everything I could for my children to have a stable, safe, happy, peaceful, loving home. not really 100% clear what happened. To be clear, was this, you were told if you move, let CPS know, and then you moved and didn't tell them? You went to stay in a shelter and didn't tell them? Is that what happened? When I left that shelter, I did so while being scared, worried, panicked, depressed, lost, weak, defeated. Because our second day there, my 4 precious children were removed from my custody. I had just dropped my 2 elementary school children off at school, never to see them under normal circumstances again. When arrived back to shelter, CPS ripped my 3-year-old and 18-month-old from my arms. I've never been the same since, and still no clear reason why removed. No warrant, and all reasons stated in court next day were lies. What were the reasons, though? Can you tell us? What were the lies? Were lies accepted by judge without any evidence, meaning no due process. My constitutional rights were trampled by CPS. I felt violated and endured the worst trauma any mother can experience, the loss of her child. Every CPS dependency court across our country is the same. Bum. What?
Today's video, after I discuss with you what ambiguous grief is, I will be sharing with you one of the most effective healing strategies. And
okay, I just want to know what ambiguous. Just tell me what it is.
Ambiguous grief.
Kissing and hope they cut us, whether they like or not. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you out. I wanna brag about it. I wanna tie the knot. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you out.
So basically, if you're a parent who has someone else raising your child is no longer in your life, and the ambiguity of this kind of grief.
Ambiguity.
Our children are alive. Let me put it that way. Our children.
That's what makes it ambiguous grief. Okay, what else we got? Got any shorts? Misunderstandings about CPS.
Is how a child can be removed without abuse or neglect.
Okay. Knowledge is power. What do we have? I feel like there's got to be something absolutely insane in here. There's got to be something.
Them. How are they going to handle this news? How are they going to take it? Are they going to be okay? And so
be still and surrender. Paint peace. Speak your truth and heal. Is your dependency court attorney on your side? God met me after I had just lost my family.
To heal with Sam. I'm Sam, and I have created this community for mothers who are no longer parenting their children. The reason why isn't important.
Yeah, I've been in the loop.
You could be like me and experience determination.
God met me in the parking lot right afterwards and saved the trajectory of my life. In brackets, thank you, God.
And parental rights. You could have an open CPS case where your children have been suffering.
I don't think it's any good. I don't think it's any good, actually. I think this channel has no juice. Juiceless. Juiceless. However, this may have colored my recommendations. It's possible. It's possible.
Hey there, beauty queens.
I'm not doing this. We're into like the normie vlogs. Message. We're gonna chain. We're gonna.
Hello, bonjour, savant. How are we today? It is Saturday, December the 20th.
We're going through
here in southwestern Ontario.
We're going through the recommendeds. We're crawling. 2026.
Happy New Year's Eve, 2025. Lord Jesus.
Raw and Real by Wendy Ham.
Beloved. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a great day. Can you believe it is Christmas week?
Okay, we're trapped in the vortex. We're trapped in the like Christianity, dead child, and widow vortex. We're not. I'm fucked. We're not going to find anything cool here. It's over. It's finished. I've clicked too many of the wrong videos, and now it's just old women talking about Jesus. Obliterated. What we got?
Welcome back to the Lovely Girl
Life
episode
advice.
4. Today's topic is how to stop chasing people and start seeking God. Let's start in prayer. In Father, Son, Holy
It's all God stuff. I've
Thank
been
Jesus for
godded
this
on.
day. I pray for whoever.
YouTube just Christed it all over me. What do I do? How do I get out of here? At TammyLynn6147. This is a direct message to another user. That could be something. Or it could just be, hi, do you like this or do you like that? Commentary viewers have gotten? Really, all YouTube viewers are retarded. No offense. No offense. Where's my damn pen? I need that. I need that for twiddling with.
Better than me singing, right? Here's to you all. Especially to my children and those people that do truly care for me and Kat. This is for you.
Oh. You gonna sing?
Walked around my good intentions, found that there
Providing the echo. Providing the echo.
for the wasted.
How can you do it?
Okay.
And I hope to God I figure out what's wrong.
Okay, let's go.
Walked around my room, not thinking, sinking in this thought.
It's gonna happen.
Blame myself for being too much like somebody else. Never thought I would.
She's gonna go off. She's gonna go off, okay? She's gonna go off.
And a phone call made me realize I'm right.
Here we go.
And if I don't make it, know that I loved you all along. Just like sunny days that we know because we're all coming jaded. And I hope to
She starts spazzing out in a sec, I think.
figure out what's wrong.
Not the black fingernail man. It's coming.
The beer's out. How can you do it?
What the fuck?
I just want for
All right, lady, what you got? What else you got? What are you doing? Oh, there's a dude. Wow, it's crazy how God's love just embraces me when I just let it, lol. This is a channel that will be manifesting what Tammy Lynn on my Godbot channel reveals, or Tammy Lynn, my Robinson 9 Caruso channel I stopped using based on a lying thief that is pyrite cute. Okay. Oh, it's just her playing someone else's video.
She's still trying to email me and trying to be nice and trying to put a face on it, but there's other family. They're not part of my life, but immediate family. Well, they're not part of my life, but there's other family out there.
What's this?
Hi, folks there out in...
Jeb Bush. Can't believe it's happened to him. Just a musicoid, I guess. Whatever. What's going on with you?
Well, today's Christmas. It's 2025, and another week it'll be 2026. I gotta tell you, it can be or feel lonely on Christmas Day.
Jesus Christ. This is just...
You feel isolated, you feel...
This isn't funny. This is just real sad.
I don't know. It always seems like it's on the... In the holidays is where you feel lonely, you know. I just... I know when I had somebody in my life at one time, oh, it's great at first, for the first 3 years. But over time, she finds your bad habits, you find her bad habits, and things can just get fall apart.
Life sucks. Comment section.
And I just...
Are you antisocial?
I love being alone right now, kind of. I can come and go as I please.
4-week-old channel. Apply the right denture cream.
What time did you get home? Were you home so late from work? You cheating.
Paint by numbers. Steam those veg.
Hello, people out in YouTube land.
Here we go. Maybe, Gian. I see you. I'm just ignoring you. Because you're saying the same thing over and over again.
I have a mobile home here which runs on kerosene. And I usually like to keep my thermostat relatively low. So what I wear is one of these things. I don't know if you can see.
I thought he was... It's a one-piece pajama suit. I was thinking of the anime.
Get on camera. It's a one-piece pajama.
I need one of
And it
these.
keeps me pretty warm. And I always
I need
put
one of
with it,
these.
because if you don't, you'll end up losing about 90% of your body heat. And it's really comfy. And only like 40, 50 bucks off of Amazon. You know?
Okay.
And I always try and buy something a little bit bigger than my normal size. Because you like it baggy, and when you sit down, you want to know.
This guy rules. Great review.
Tied on you.
Great product.
You know? I buy all my clothes a little bit more bigger than I normally wear. I like my clothes kind of baggy, you know. It just feels more comfier. So yeah, like, you know, when you're a little baby, you have the footed pajamas, you know, you walk.
A onesie.
I mean, just recently, I guess yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. Excuse me. During the president's like state address, he touched on the upcoming conflict and upcoming invasion of Venezuela, saying that what really got me was his whole "we want it back" thing, where
the cracking is too much and you're too slow.
I guess because of United States like past investment in Venezuela, that we were somehow owed.
Too slow. This is like off-brand soft white underbelly. Off-brand soft white underbelly was my understanding. Macon Street interviews. Start her up to my channel. Sudden urge to play Left 4 Dead 2.
2022. And I came up with the idea that I want to start a YouTube channel called Making Street Interviews. I was inspired
And you did.
by Atlanta Street Interview, and Mark, he do a channel called, I think, Soft on the White Belly.
Okay. Okay, this rules.
I was inspired by Atlanta Street Interview, and Mark, he do a channel called, I think, Soft on the White Belly.
Soft on the White Belly?
And I will, like, before I interview somebody on the street that's like homeless or less fortunate, I will, you know, behind the scenes tip them like $5 or $10, you know, just to get a couple of questions and, you know, to fill them in that they are being recorded for the get posted on my channel and stuff like that. So yeah, but this a little video about what's my channel gonna be about. It's gonna be about, you know, talking to them, you know, asking them how their life was, how did they come up, advice they'll give me, and just anything.
Advice?
That matters. So this
Hey, I'm gonna go out and ask crackheads for advice.
The video starter right here. You know, have an intro.
Holy fuck!
But I just want to give y'all a little, you know, insider on what it's gonna be about and who inspired me to do this. Cause
He's got a natural talent for speaking.
It weighed heavy on my heart, you know, to just help and also give back to my community at the same time. So, what other way better than to do it this way? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm also in. Everybody in the world got their struggles and got something that they did.
He did 3 interviews.
No matter whether it's drugs, you know, lust, anything. Everybody in the world got something that they're dealing with. So yeah, that's what my channel gonna be about. So yeah, and we out.
Rhyme. They're very short. They're very short. Okay. Here we have Joshua Daniels, or Joshua Daniel. He's homeless, from La Crosse. I do not own copyright to music in the back. Video had to be stopped because he had to get places and the music was a bit too loud.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good.
What's your name?
Joshua Daniel.
Where are you from?
Lake Cross, Georgia.
Lake Cross, Georgia?
Ware County.
How far that is from here?
About 3.5 hours.
So is it better down here or?
More opportunity. Yeah. More places to go, things to do. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
those are some insane fingernails.
Are you homeless?
And fingers.
Yeah, I have been for about a year.
Yes, sir. What led to you being homeless?
Mostly bad decisions, but probably females. Yeah, females, man, they gotta stay away from them.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I feel like that's something we all need to learn from, because I just went through a situation like that too as well. Almost.
I don't think the soft white underbelly runs it like the guy runs it like this. Why are you homeless? Yeah, I've been through that. Yeah, just like me. Let me tell you about it.
It took me out, but you know, God got us. So like, what was your childhood like?
It was alright growing up. We weren't rich.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've done that. What was your childhood like? Fucking hell.
We had a good mom. She made sure we had everything we wanted for birthday.
Where's it gone? Jamal Carlisle.
Hey, how you doing today?
Okay.
What's your name?
Jamal Carlisle.
Where you from?
I'm from Sacramento, California.
Want to tell me about it down there? Is this cool?
Is it cool?
Kind of like very big.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like.
Tell me about Sacramento. How is it? It's big.
Kind of like New Yorkish, but it's kind of like very kind of like. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like LA type.
Yeah. So it's like a big city.
Yeah, it's like homey, kind of like hot.
Yeah.
But kind of like you'd be like, okay, yeah, you are home.
That
has never been seen before in my. But
y'all okay?
Stuff that's not meant to be for my black skin, which is
right.
Growing up, I grew up like spoiled as fuck, so it's not.
Whatever. Brandon. Let's try Brandon.
If you have hope,
yes, sir.
Then and boosts you up to give you the courage to keep on going, okay. But the one thing you really need to have is that faith.
Yes, sir.
That faith, not
One thing you really gotta have is a little baggie of meth.
in your flesh, but in your spirit. Because when you have it in your spirit, nothing's gonna stop you from having a good day. You keep a smile on your face, you use lesser muscles. You make a frown, you use more.
Yes, sir.
Or
Incredible.
greater muscles.
Right.
Incredible.
So don't let people stress you out and kill yourself, because all they're doing is
I love the emphasis on yourself.
stressing
Kill
you
those
out.
assholes
Don't let somebody
instead.
else stress you out. Just let things go. The past is the past. The present is the present.
Yes, sir.
So we can't deal with the past. We can deal with
Gotcha.
the present now.
Yes, sir. So, hey, how you doing today?
Copacetic.
I feel you. What's your name?
Brandon.
You want to get your full name? Brandon. You just want to leave that Brandon?
Brandon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna dox
are you
yourself,
homeless?
bro?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Or you want to go into telling the story about how you got here or anything? Or what led to you being homeless?
Mainly when the situation happened, I was adopted back and forth. I finally got parents that was okay, but
Yes,
then
sir.
my mom caught breast cancer and she was dying of breast cancer. My dad hired a nurse for the bedside to take care of her.
Yes, sir.
And she's downstairs and my dad's downstairs. They weren't doing it quietly. She was screaming loud as she can, and I went down with a little baseball bat and started swinging. So they put me in a rehab when I was 13 till 18.
Wait.
And
Yes, sir. But you
The dad was cheating with the nurse?
were only doing that to protect your mother, right?
yes, that's mainly why I did that, because
Yes, sir.
they were still together, my dad and my mom.
Yes, sir.
And my dad's down screwing this nurse
Yeah.
while
Right.
she's dying with breast cancer.
Yeah, so that was kind of messed up and betrayed at the same time. Right?
Yes.
So how did that leave you feeling? Well, I already know how it left you feeling, but like,
It made me feeling stressful. It made me feeling that they didn't care anything about her.
I think people are misunderstanding. His mother was dying of breast cancer. His father hired a nurse. The father fucked the nurse. That made him angry. He attacked them with a baseball bat.
Out of respecting her.
Yes, sir.
And I felt hurt. I felt hurt.
Pretty fucked, if true. Pretty fucked.
Yes, sir.
And I felt like if I let it go on, because if I could hear it, then I know that
others
could hear it probably.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I'm like...
Wait, the problem is that the mom could hear it.
No, I would have felt like I didn't do nothing.
Yes, sir. So you want to...
Yeah, bash your dad's fucking skull in.
Give a
yeah.
backstory on like
Tight.
where you from and things like that?
I'm originally from Maine.
Maine?
Yes.
Maine?
Yes.
And you here?
Yeah.
So like how did you get here?
Because my dad put me in a rehab place here.
Ah.
In the Devereaux Center here. So
Rehab. Couldn't have guessed.
When they put me in a place close by the house, I'll run away and get right back.
I feel like, Curious. How did you go from being homeless because you attacked your dad with a baseball bat to your dad put you in rehab and that's why you're here?
Yes, sir.
So they didn't want me close by the house, so I couldn't get back to them.
Yes, sir.
Your dad is with you? Bringing your dad out to ask homeless people questions?
Stepbrother, my stepsister, and my other stepbrothers. Freaking A. I was the only child.
Yes, sir.
So, Mom, I want this. Well, you won't give it to me? Dad, I want this. I'm going to get it one way or another. But then they get everything. So I'm like, nah, heck with this. I'm coming back to Georgia.
Yes, sir. So, it's like, if you couldn't get it from your mother, you'll go to your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them was going to give it to me.
That's how I am,
gotcha.
too. I can't lie.
Yes.
So how long ago was that? How long ago that's been?
From 13 till...
Alright, I've had enough. What is this video? Shooting up instead hospital. Shooting up instead hospital.
Good morning, guys. This is gutter recovery, man. Everybody throw a win up for Jesus, right? First and foremost. And...
What?
Everybody throw a win up for Jesus, right? First and foremost.
Throw a win up for Jesus. Don't you have to be careful about where you throw one of these up? Isn't that a thing?
And we're going to talk to the guy or the girl that's sitting in the hospital bed right now that's got the port in your body, all right? The port is anywhere. You know exactly where it's at. Because you have decided to go back into the dirty needle thing, right, where they throw the big suction cup plunger away. If you're anything like me, at first you didn't realize that. Like, I went in there and got, well, first I had a girl bring me a pack of syringes into the hospital, and then I took them and tried to load it up right and put it in the port that way. It didn't work. And so after a while, you know,
oh, trying to shoot up inside a hospital, like for real, yeah?
I realized I need to get a hold of the other thing, so I did. And it worked. And, you know, it was, well, it was a ride, man. You know, when active addictions got you that bad.
Okay. Okay. I think we might be good. I feel like I'm running real low. The juice is bad. No good juice. There's a man who ran 100 miles. That's just good. Running's good. He's a boxer. He runs. That's fine. December 30th. No information.
Good morning. Oh man, some of you know me, some of you don't. That's okay. Because really, at the end of the day, just like you, I'm
Inaudible.
trying to survive this crazy world that we live in. What I do know is
okay. This is Editor Lucy. Quick disclaimer, nothing I say is factually based. These are all observations I wrote in my Google Docs. Let's go. The tyranny of perfection, beauty discussed, and the discipline of women's bodies. Alright, last video. Let's give it a spin. Let's see how long we can make it.
Oh, okay, we're already recording. Nice.
Why are you holding a Yeti?
Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Today I'm going to be talking about the tyranny of perfection, beauty,
the what?
And the discipline of women's bodies. If you see me looking off to the side,
It's because you generated a script with ChatGPT. You don't know how to say tyranny.
quite a lot, it's because I do have notes on my phone that I am reading off of, just so that I don't forget what I was going to say, and I don't have to re-record this hundreds of times. So I hope you enjoy and give me your thoughts in the comments.
Disclaimer, nothing I say is based in fact. That's amazing. That's so good.
So in contemporary society, women are not just judged, they are constantly audited. Not for their ideas, not for their accomplishments, but for the way that their bodies take up space. So their skin, their hair, their weight, their posture, their expressions. Everything is a site of scrutiny. Everything is a test. So
you want me to believe you're familiar with this discourse, but don't know how to say tyranny.
So deviate from conventional beauty, and the reaction is swift and is usually disgust. It is moral judgment disguised as aesthetic preference. And whilst women who do meet these standards more often are rewarded with higher attention, more compliments.
This is unwatchable. Take up less space. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. I hope you had an okay time today. I certainly had an okay time. Thank you, Ian Bits, for the resub. I'm leaving. That's enough. I can't do any more of this. I'll see you on Monday. Till then, thanks for the viewership, companionship, incredible generosity. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the tyranny of perfection bite.